this is the follow up, because a lot of women watching this video and thinking, well, I had a really bad relationship with my dad, or I didn't even know my dad. Am I fucked? Am I damaged goods forever? No. This is where women can stop taking things personally from the past. Now, this goes for everyone in general, all right? So many of us replay trauma in our head from something that happened 10 years ago, 10 weeks ago, 30 years ago, whatever, back in the day, all right? Something happened to us. Someone said something like, you're fucking blah, 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 or whatever. Or they punched us in the face. Some stuff happened. It was less than the best. And it's happened. It doesn't make it good or bad, but it's happened. And to replay that trauma again and again and again, now we become our own abusers. There comes a point in life where I'm like, fuck it, man. That's the past. All right? If I'm still triggered by someone's name or sight or whatever, or flashback, and still I get this, then I'm being my own abuser. I'm causing stress chemicals in my brain, negative stress chemicals in my brain that aren't good for my health. I'm doing that to myself. No one's punching me in the head. No one's doing this or whatever. I'm doing that to myself mentally, all right? Life is all about struggle, man. Everyone has struggles. Everyone has struggles. Some people have it really fucking crazy bad, and some people just make it extra bad in their head. So, I remember I met a landmine victim in Cambodia in 2007. And this guy had lost both legs and one arm. And I was at an orphanage in Battambang. And this guy was selling fruit, and he spoke fluent English because he worked in the tourist area. And I said, do you have any resentment, for the people who put the landmines down? He says, I have zero resentment because I understand they were doing it. It was government stuff. It was just war. I'm just unlucky. And I was like, damn. But this dude looked very happy. He didn't have any hate lines in his face. He was like hate lines. No, this dude, if you looked at his face, you wouldn't think that he was involved in such a life-changing explosion. Okay, so that dude, I was like, damn. This guy's outlook in life is fucking boom, 7 watts per kilo, all right, for 7 hours. Legit. And so that changed my life. That changed my life direction. A little conversation with a fruit seller, okay? People might just hand him money, look the other way, boom. And I had a conversation with him because I'd go there every few days I was there. Every day I was there for a few days. And, a very turning point in my life. So coming back to the topic, girls, if you had a bad relationship with your dad, understand your dad was distant, or maybe he was alcoholic or he was abusive or whatever, because when he saw you, he saw failure from his end, that he didn't want to be a dad. Most guys don't want to be dads. Most women want to be mothers. It's hormonal. Most guys don't. All right, our nature is pump and dump, etc. So if you are of the majority where you have a dad who didn't really want to be a dad, but your mum got baby rabies, or the pull-out method didn't work as much as people thought it really works, then that just is what it is. Okay, we can't change the past, man. What we can change is our perception of the past. Have empathy for our dads out there who didn't want to be dads. And some mums, they got baby rabies, they got pregnant, they didn't really maybe want to have a baby, but their parents are saying do it, society is saying do it, so they did it. But then the kid's here, and it's like, damn, this is the hardest job in the world. And so a lot of that frustration and sleep deprivation and financial stress and body changes, etc., lifestyle changes, that frustration can get vented on the children. All right, it's not your fault. Okay, stop beating yourself up about it. It's just is what it is. Okay, is what it is. Now, if you keep playing that back, then you become your own abuser. All right, so have empathy. Your dad rejected you. Not because you're a failure or whatever people say you are. It's more likely, 99% of the time, is they have frustration because their life quality changed so much. Like, I look after pigeons and cats. I feed, that's a pretty minimal responsibility, but I'm like, well, I take time out of my day to tend for animals that need help. I couldn't imagine what it's like to have the emotional, financial, physical, time, etc. responsibility for another little baby, a human, you know what I mean? It's, even having my girlfriends in my life, that is something I really enjoy, but that's a huge time chunk, okay? And I accept that and enjoy that. But what if you got kids and you didn't really want it to happen? I mean, you love the kids, in your own way, but the lifestyle changes. You're like, fuck, that's tough, man. That's a hard deal. That's a hard pill to swallow. And often what happens is mum and dad have a great life. Mum gets baby rabies, or dad didn't get a vasectomy and used pull-out method or whatever, and now the baby's on the way. And then all of a sudden the attention goes from mum and dad to mum and baby. And dad's thinking, hang on, I just go to work, I'm the ATM. Like, what about my needs? Where's my, you know what I mean? Where's my affection or blah, blah, blah. No. You go back to work. You know what I mean? So, that's what happened. And we laugh about it because that's just, that's just how we roll it around. Social narratives. And then all of a sudden the dad doesn't even know what's going on in his head. He starts getting into alcohol to deal with his shit. And he's not eating enough carbs. The alcohol addiction really kicks in hard. And then he's got alcohol. He's getting a bit brain damage. He's getting abusive. He's getting aggressive. He's getting violent. Relationship breakdown. It just creeps in. It just fucking creeps in. A hot day on summer, a bit of dehydration, bit thirsty, bit undercarb, beer. Boom, boom, boom. Alcohol intake slowly creeps up. No one becomes a full-blown alcoholic, all right, on day one. It creeps in. It becomes a carbohydrate intake. Fills the void of carbohydrates deficiency with alcohol. And that's why alcohol is so hard to give up, because it gives you those carbs your brain needs. Obviously, alcohol is a poison for your liver. It's liver toxic. It's protoplasmic poison is alcohol. So if you get your carbohydrates, some fruit, rice, sugar, cordial juices, then giving up alcohol is freaking really, really easy once you want it. But if you're trying to give up alcohol without eating enough carbohydrate and drinking enough liquid carbohydrates, then it ain't going to happen, really. You're really going to be the prisoner of alcohol forever. So again, coming back to my dad didn't love me, etc. He didn't know how to love you. Right? He probably was in the same situation with his parents. All right? We have to have empathy, okay? We have to have empathy for people. Otherwise, we're going to go around the world having a lot of resentment and anger. Some people have got Crohn's disease, or they've got or they've eaten keto diet or whatever, and they're just shitting themselves. And they'll give you rude service at customer service. So they're undercarb, their cortisol's up, they're stressed out, and you think, oh, but it's not you, it's how they feel. All right, your dad ditched you, or your mum ditched you, or whatever. It's not about you, man. It feels like it's about you, and it hurts and stuff like that. But you have to eventually in your life go, you know what? I have empathy for my parents. May know them, may not know them, but they were fucked up, or they were in a fucked up situation. They're fucked up, or they're in a fucked up. Usually, people are in a fucked up situation, and then they get fucked up. Have empathy for that, man. All right? Do you think I go around today in 2023, age 46? I live the fucking best life ever. Do you really think longer than 5 seconds I have resentment for someone out there? I don't. All right. I might turn it up on the internet as a troll factor or create some drama, but really, I got zero hate for anyone out there in my life who's caused me turmoil in the past. Zero. Absolutely fucking zero. Why is that? Because I choose to live such a great life in my head. This is where we live, in our head. All this material stuff, can't take it with you. It's gone, it comes and goes, whatever. This, in our head, our thoughts, that's it. Boom, all the time. And that's what we can control. So that's where we live in our head, all right? We live in our heads. It's all this stuff, it's fun and stuff and it's cool. But again, it's all our thoughts. So change your thoughts about your parents and you'll have the best quality of life. My dad was alcoholic. He got molested, blah, blah, blah. His dad beat him. Then he did that shit to me. The cycle repeats. But the cycle stops with me. Because I understand that was a fucked up situation that created fucked up people. I was a victim of that. But back in the day I was. I'm no longer going to be a victim and have resentment or use drugs to suppress that. The past is the past. It's like me going out. I've been to Cape York, Australia. And there's crocodiles up there. And I've swam in crocodile rivers. Not that I recommend doing that. Okay? I've done that. Stupid. Very fucking stupid. But I scoped out the area. And I felt, good enough to be in my own crocodile Dundee for the moment. And I needed water. I needed to hydrate up and clean up. But if I got attacked by a crocodile in that fucking river, would I be surprised? Would I go out in a vengeance and start shooting crocodiles like Rambo? No, I fucking wouldn't. Because I understand crocodiles are crocodiles. Fucked up people are fucked up people. Okay? I'm not going to have resentment for fucked up people. I'm not going to have resentment for crocodiles. If I'm unlucky or Like, whatever. If I'm in that situation and shit happens, I'll deal with it. I'll roll with it. All right? No resentment for the crocs. No resentment for the fucking fucked up people. Okay? Otherwise, what sort of life are we going to live, man? You know what I mean? Cockroaches will be cockroaches. You think when I see a cockroach on the wall, then I'm like, oh my God, spray it with cancer-causing carcinogens. I'm like, it's a cockroach. Cool. Maybe I'll feed it to a spider. Maybe not. You know, maybe I'll put it outside. All right? Some people are freaking out over cockroaches and rats and rodents and pigeons and shit. What sort of quality of life are you going to have, man? All right? Life's going to fucking suck. And we have two lives. The second life starts when we realize we do have control of our thoughts and emotions. We do have control over our reactions. Someone cuts you off in traffic, boom, we can feel justified. And other people, yeah, man, get him. They deserve 1, 2, left, right, good night, get him. You know? Or we can just be like, whatever. Maybe the dude's got Crohn's disease and he's just shat himself and he's got to get to the toilet quick. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many possibilities out there. Live your life and avoid having resentment for your parents. And girls out there, Dad didn't love you. Dad didn't even love himself. Dad wasn't even shown how to love. So why go through fuckboy after fuckboy after fuckboy chasing that validation when you can just give that validation to yourself and then start to attract a lot better quality people in your life? Just a question.